What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Life's a Dance podcast. I am your host, Trey Culata. Thank you, as always, for joining me as I attempt to dissect the human mind and why it is that we do the crazy things that we do and the not so crazy things that we do, so that each of us can attempt to live life to its fullest potential and experience more joy, abundance, and prosperity in our lives. So to that point, today's episode, I really want to focus on letting go of things that no longer feel like they're serving us or feel like they might be dragging us down. And that could be something like physical, like a relationship or a job, or maybe even just actually like feeling like you're overweight or you have a few extra pounds that are literally like making you feel heavy. Or it could be more emotional and psychological, which is kind of more the things that I'm talking about today, because lately I haven't really felt like myself, and I feel like I've been carrying around some residual baggage from all of the things that I went through in 2025. So today I sat down, and the way that I typically tend to deal with this, which I have not done in a while, is I actually sit down and I pinpoint those feelings that are kind of, I guess, at the forefront of that heavy feeling inside me. So, for instance, lately I've been carrying around a lot of guilt and unworthiness. And so I actually sat down, I connect to the creator or, the universal intelligence, God, whatever you want to call it. I mean, really all it is just praying, or what most people would call it is praying. But I don't know that I necessarily like to equate it or call it actual prayer, because I feel like praying is, I don't know, just too many religious undertones for me. So anyhow, I sit down, I connect, say, hey, spirit guides of the highest truth and compassion, I seek to connect with your energy, your wisdom, and your guidance today. That's how I always start my little sessions when I do this, to clear out that energy. And I literally just ask. I ask to be released from, help me to release this feeling of worry. Help me to release these feelings of guilt that I've been carrying around with me. Help me to understand why I'm feeling these feelings and what I need to do to move through them. And really that's kind of all it takes, is just asking permission to be free of that particular feeling or emotion. And if it's an actual situation that you feel like you're going through that's bringing you down, ask for guidance. I do it all the time. And that's probably why I have been carrying around so much of this, is because I have not been taking the time to physically sit down in a quiet space, uninterrupted, and just ask for guidance and ask for my heart to be open to possibilities and opportunities that I may not even be aware of. Because the human mind, again, is I always talk about this, how tangled it is, and it's always going to seek an answer. You're thinking 60,000 to 70,000 thoughts every single day, and 90% of those thoughts are the same as the day previous. So how do we get out of that cycle where the brain, the lizard brain, is always seeking the answer? And unfortunately, 9 times out of 10, not coming up with it. Even though we ponder and we ruminate and we dwell on these, certain things in our life, or we're just always, concentrating on a certain feeling that's happening in our lives at the moment. And, we just officially entered the year of the fire horse. We just had a full moon, which, it's supposed to be a time of things coming to a close and new beginnings, so to speak. So we have to say goodbye to those things that no longer serve us. And I just couldn't sit anymore with these feelings in my stomach and in my heart and in my body, like physically just feeling weighed the fuck down. And so I asked to connect to the Creator. I asked the Creator to help me release these feelings that have been in my heart and release these feelings that have been weighing me down. And I had a good cry. And you know what? I felt fucking better. Like almost instantaneously, I felt better. Because when we hold on to these things for too long and they fester, it brings everybody around us down. It brings you down, and it blocks you energetically from receiving the things that you want to receive in your life and the joy, the potential for joy that you can experience in your life. And sometimes it's hard, and it doesn't always happen that instantaneously. And I know that those feelings more than likely are going to come back. So it's a work in progress when we talk about releasing energy and emotions that feel like they're kind of lingering and stuck inside of our bodies. But the key point here is to recognize when you feel those things, to sit down in meditation and call them out. Call them out, recognize them, say it call it by its name, label it, so that you can ask the universe to help you release it from your heart, your mind, your soul, your gut, wherever it might be, I guess metastasized to. And I promise you, it's going to make you feel better. Some people journal. That's another way to get it out. But I think like physically out loud in the quiet, you have to ask to release those feelings ask for guidance on how to release those feelings. Because you have to just get it out of you. You have to say it out loud. Writing it down is good too, but again, I prefer saying it out loud. That's just me. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Short, sweet, to the point. If you guys have any residual baggage that you're carrying around or residual emotions that you're carrying around, try this. It only takes a few minutes. And just find a quiet place, sit down, connect to the universe, ask to connect, and then release. Ask to release. Those are the steps. You can do it. If you have any questions, you know where I'm at. Holler at your girl. I love you all. Until next time, let's dance.